Now this time I'm gonna go with an intelligence hero, ancient apparition. So let's log this guy in. Ancient apparition. Alright, you look awesome. Intelligence hero. And let's see what you got. Unit target places a frozen hex on an enemy unit that deals damage over time, but can be dispelled by moving away from the initial cast point. If the enemy unit doesn't move outside of the given range, it will be stunned and frozen in place after 4 seconds. Damage per tick up to 90. Let's have a better look into him. There's one thing about the slopes in this game, before I go into his abilities, is that if you fight on the better position when on slope, that is from a higher point, you gain advantage because your enemy will have his damage reduced by 25%. So it's the tactical advantage. There are a few slopes out there, as you can see, here and there, right there, all over the place. So probably that's not going to be that well against a strong opponent, but if you have to kind of kill somebody off, low health, it doesn't really matter, just kill him on the stairs, on the slope. But otherwise, just kind of going at it, and if you see a guy just kind of standing there waiting for you, well, he probably knows that you are going to have a lot less damage than you think when fighting him. So, places a frozen hex on an enemy unit that deals damage over time, but can be dispelled by moving away from the initial cast point. If the enemy unit doesn't move outside of the given range, it will be stunned and frozen in place for after 4 seconds. Break distance 740. Let's see just from how far away this guy can shoot, and he can shoot from relatively far away. His attacks are kind of standard. I like that he's a range unit though. Doesn't have that little health anyway. Creates a vortex of icy energy that slows movement speed and increases magic damage done in its range. So radius, slow, increased magic damage. Then we have something else right there, and that's a frigid gust enchants allied heroes. That's another pawn target. Granting them bonus magical damage for a given number of physical attacks. Okay, I'm gonna stay away from the tower. Just for now, I'm gonna read these. Each attack slows the enemy movement speed. Ancient apparition always receives the buff. Last 30 seconds. Max attacks up to 6 damage. 75. Slow map, so it's not really a big damage dealer there. Ice Blast. Pawn target launches a tracer towards any location on the battlefield, which must be triggered again to mark the area to be blasted by damaging explosion of hail. The further the tracer travels, the larger the explosion will be. Enemies caught in the explosion or who touch the icy ball of hail as it travels are frostbitten, taking damage and prevented from regenerating or healing. If a frostbitten unit's health drops below a certain percentage, they will instantly shatter. Shatter heal threshold of 12%. Okay, so let's go with some just damage there and see what this is all about. So damage per tick. Stun duration 2, cast reach 700, break distance 740. It is relatively expensive, I would say, but let's just go with it. Alright. I wonder if I can kind of cast this anywhere on the ground. And so it seems that if I do just that, it's going to get me to the nearest point anyway. Let's see what else we have here. Ice Vortex. Okay, I need to wait for better conditions for this. Obviously, Ice Vortex will last for a bit. I needed to buy myself a bunch of tangos, as you can see. But when it comes to the shop, I've noticed one thing for sure, is that there are way too many items that I have no idea of so far. And what it pretty much means is that I'm not gonna use that many items that are not listed on the shop main menu that is right here. As you can see, you can type in anything, and you can find like items that are not listed on the menu. And I think that I'm not gonna delve too deep into this game, researching for stuff like that. I'm just gonna work the way it is right now. I find it interesting enough anyway, and I'm sure it's going to stay very interesting. Obviously, those items that I was talking about, I kind of checked them a little bit. And I found many interesting combinations out there where you would, for example, combine a bunch of swords with a script, and it would make you more powerful at healing and some kind of an ability. So things like that play an important role. Obviously, these kind of things, I have no doubt that are mostly going to be used only at very specific conditions. The current status is quite fine. Normally it's a fair price for a fair bonus, and so I'm fine with this R. So a little bit of damage here and there. However, as you can see, this damage won't come easy or quickly. I could really use a managed regeneration. Because it's a range unit, I'll probably be running away more often than not. And the items that regenerate mana are unfortunately so useless. Because the way it works is that it only adds +1. As you already guessed. Oh, look at that. Did he miss it? Releases the ice blast. And it had to explode, but it never exploded. Alright, so it's time for me to head in the shop, and I'm going to increase my attack speed. Or maybe I should use some mana regeneration. I'm sure attack speed at this point in time would prove to be just so much more useful due to my ability of being a range unit and dealing constant damage. Obviously that didn't really make the attack so much faster, because I think personally fast is 2 hits a second. 2 hits a second is fast. Anything below that, considering on the damage, and having a hit a second and hitting 67 isn't that much after all. It's not. That's the way it is. I have to wait now for other creeps, because this tower is gonna make me end up into trouble here. I'm making a lot of money here. I like that. Courier deliver items. No items to be delivered. Haven't really used the courier that much. This courier. Okay, so we're hitting the tower. That's good. That's what I like to see. I think that's very important. Some units obviously are so much better doing that. So let's find out. Oh, he this time he hit twice. Okay, so it looks like we were very successfully hitting the tower. I really enjoy that. I think that all in all we are at a great advantage. Now in here, this guy right there, Chilling Touch, max attacks 4, damage 4 to 5. I think it's very expensive compared to the damage that it did. It didn't even kill the unit. For example, for the same cost, Cold Feet would have killed the unit very quickly. So I would say that so far, besides it's slowing things down, it wasn't that useful at all. And look at that, it looks like the enemies are starting to get together, and it's fun for me. If they attack me, I'm just gonna try and run away. Okay, they probably see the tower going down little by little, and probably if we go close enough to the tower, they just gonna make our life so much more difficult. Let's go. That's it. As you can see, Axe is so much faster, and they're all after me. They went quite deep in though, very deep. So I got stunned, and I still need to run, obviously. And now we kind of caught them here, and I think that we killed a bunch of them, 3 of them in fact. And it's a good time to just continue this attack. So we did a great job here.9Let's throw another ball. I haven't really been able to work out this ball that well. There's something I need to learn here. I just kind of didn't got it. How exactly it explodes. Launches a tracer towards enemy location on the battlefield, which must be triggered again to mark the area to be blasted by a damaging explosion of hail. So I haven't really worked out how the tracer actually triggers the explosion, but it's fine. Okay, so it looks like we're all here together finally, and we could surely take out this tower right there with the relative ease, hopefully. Okay, it looks like somebody's tanking things, and the tower's down. We got a lot of money out of this. Let's move forward now. I would like to increase my damage by a bit. Gold a minute, plus 60 gold a minute, or spell amplification. No. Look at that, plus 20 health regeneration. Would you believe that? I'll go with the gold. Yeah, let's go with the gold. It's always good to go with the money. Alright, so we killed off that hero of theirs very, very easily. I'm just surprised how well we did it. I think that's really, really, really good. I'm gonna slow these guys down here. The tower is gonna hit us pretty hard, but we're still doing the damage. I'm attacking the tower, but it looks like they have surely defended themselves this time. So the only thing I see fit now is to just head to another lane, because things just not gonna work out well if I want. Besides, I can always pick up this bonus here. Obviously it's not here for some reason, but it normally should be. And now I can just head on, and we could try to take out one of these other towers. And so let's do just that. It looks like our forces have been gathering together here and there. I have a relatively well attack right here. I'm just gonna go with Ice Vortex. It has proved to be quite good, really. Not such a bad thing. It would slow the minions down, or the creeps, and it would increase damage from magic. Obviously it must be combined to take full effect. That's what increase the damage by up to 30%. All in all, that's a big deal. It looks like we're making a push there in the middle, which is obviously very good. So far I've seen a lot of success in this game. I'm already chilling them down once again with Ice Vortex. And just so that we have the catapult, it means that we should be able to do some proper damage. Alright. This guy needs to run. You see, that looks like it. I can teleport. And Sven is a nasty beast. Okay. The only thing I can work with right now is go here and buy myself a bunch of tangos, or go in and buy myself some health regeneration. Well, my health regeneration should increase tremendously with plus 20, so I'm gonna just go with that. Look at that. For some time now I like this tactic right here. This should add me up with plus 40 health regeneration or even more. So far I think that this guy is quite tough. He is quite tough. He just needs the money. I'm at level 12 already. He can have plus 20 regeneration with the right items, obviously. And look at all these creeps spawn here. That would make it so much tougher. And there, here.